Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is best known, of course, for his signature high-arching sky hook shot, which was incredibly hard to defend because of its release point and accuracy. The overwhelming majority were with his dominant right hand, but once in a while he'd mix in the left. Sometimes he'd take the right-handed sky hooks from as far as around 16 feet out and make them at a relatively high clip, and he made them from every angle, going toward the middle or baseline. To go along with being as tall as he was at 7'2", he was great at protecting the ball in the post. If there was a crowd around him, he'd raise the ball high above his head with his long arms so that opponents couldn't knock it away, and then they wouldn't be able to obstruct the shot when he went through his shooting motion. When turning left, sometimes it would be more of a turnaround jumper like this one. His technique in the post was phenomenal. His footwork and shot fakes were both great. He and Tim Duncan were probably the two best all time in those areas. With Kareem, everything just always looked so smooth and effortless, and he had remarkable touch, even making a lot of shots while drawing a foul. In all but his last of his 20 NBA seasons, he shot over 50% from the field. Only he and Shaquille O'Neal have shot over 50% in 19 NBA seasons. While he was most dangerous in the half court, he could run the floor a little bit, which became glaring playing alongside Magic Johnson in the Lakers' fast-paced Showtime offense. In all 10 of the seasons Kareem played with Magic, the Lakers ranked in the top 5 in points and top 3 in field goal percentage. Kareem was a sneaky good passer too. He'd find cutters often when opponents crowded him in the post. He was so cerebral and had some razzle-dazzle in his facilitating. He averaged 5+ assists 3 times in his career, once with the Bucks and twice with the Lakers. The Lakers in the 80s just moved faster than their opponents, and a lot of that was because of how smart Kareem and Magic were. Abdul-Jabbar was also an excellent defender because of his timing, technique, and IQ. His first 4 NBA seasons, blocks did not get tracked. Then after, he led the league in blocks 4 times. It's important to mention though that there was no defensive 3 seconds until 2001, so blocking shots around the basket was easier because bigs could camp out in the paint more. Many of his blocks over his last several years started LA's fast break opportunities. He made the all-defensive first team 5 times and the all-defensive second team 6 times. He averaged double-digit rebounds in each of his first 12 NBA seasons, including in 1975-76, when he led the league with 16.9 of them per contest. The thing about prior eras is that centers were always around the basket, since 4s and 5s weren't taking 3-pointers back then, so centers had an easier time gobbling up rebounds. Now a lot of times they are defending near the perimeter when shots go up. Kareem had 22 triple-doubles in his career, including in the playoffs. He's one of only 5 players in NBA history to record a triple-double as a rookie in the postseason. The most points he ever scored in a game was 55, which came on December 10, 1971 against the Celtics. In 4 of his first 6 seasons, he averaged at least 30 points. He was a 6-time regular season MVP and a 2-time finals MVP. He had a few game winners in his career, including in the season opener of the 1979-80 season when he hit this sky hook against the Clippers. This was also Magic Johnson's first regular season game of his career. Others were this game-winning sky hook against the Celtics in double overtime of Game 6 of the 1974 NBA Finals. Boston would go on to win Game 7, however. Here he made this winning hook shot against the Hawks on December 18, 1984. And then he made a baseline fading jumper as time expired against the Spurs on January 6, 1985. So that'll wrap up this video. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe.